Welcome back. This is Tom. This is Tom's Radio Room Show. And you're looking at my Uniden BC780 XLT scanner radio. And it is scanning the marine bands. And I fooled around with this thing for 15-20 minutes past couple of days trying to figure out why it's not picking up anything. And I've checked antenna, radio, the software that's controlling it, and it all seems to be working. And every once in a while, I do get some broadcast on what I'm listening to is the marine band. And typically what I've done over the years is on a summer holiday, this band, the marine band, gets very active around here. Reason being is because I live near the coast, the west coast of Florida, and there's a lot of marine activity normally. Well, I haven't listened to the marine bands in years, so finally that I got this all set up and I've got room for this equipment now, I'm running it again, and it's just dead. Totally dead. I do get occasional warnings and reports from the Coast Guard, and they're booming in, so it's not like the radio or the antenna is not working. But as far as boater activity, nothing. I mean, past years it used to be kind of exciting to listen to what's going on out there. Where people are, getting into accidents, their boats are breaking down, they're having to call what's called sea tow to tow them back. Then they're realizing it's $500-600 to get a tow back by sea tow. And it was kind of interesting to listen to in background, but now it's completely dead. Now it is a little bit early. It's only 9:30 on Sunday morning, but this is the 4th of July weekend, so I expected a bunch of activity. I'm going to continue to monitor it the rest of today and tomorrow, the 4th of July, and see if it's really that bad as far as activity. Now, a lot of it could be associated with the use of cell phones, but I just looked on the internet, and the Coast Guard still requires you to have a marine radio, an active marine radio, so that you're at least listening. But who knows, maybe nobody's doing that anymore. Maybe, their boat had a radio and it stopped working, so they said, who cares, nobody's going to check me, I don't care. I don't know, maybe I've got something set up wrong. I'm scanning from 5.600 megahertz to 57.425. I think that covers the whole band and maybe a little beyond. And I got, like I say, I think it was on the hour, maybe it was on the quarter hour, which is coming up. I got a lot of bulletins from the Coast Guard, about 5 minutes worth of bulletins on different channels. That was the only activity. I haven't heard a single individual. So I don't know what's wrong. I'm going to let this video run about another minute and see what happens at 9:30, depending on, of course, how accurate my watch is. But it's just, if you can give me some information about the marine bands. And the other thing is the Port of Tampa, which is on the west side of me, is a very busy shipping port. And you'd think there'd be some activity from them. Not. Now again, it's Sunday and it's 9:30 in the morning. Maybe it'll pick up this afternoon. I hope so. But I kind of doubt it. So my watch says it's 9:30. I was hoping that the Coast Guard would do another 15-minute report of conditions, because they had a pretty long report about 9 o'clock. Maybe they only do it on...
This is United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida.
There we go.
United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida. United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida. For a hazard to navigation in the vicinity of Hurricane Task, listen channel 22 Alpha, 157.1 megahertz out.
Okay, there it is. And a couple other reports will come through.
All stations. This is United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida. United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida. United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida. Sector St. Petersburg, broadcast notice to mariners 756-16, Florida, West Coast, hazard to navigation. The Coast Guard received a report of shoaling the entire length of Hurricane Task in the vicinity of Dunedin, Florida. All mariners are advised to exercise caution while transiting the area. This is United States Coast Guard, Sector St. Petersburg, Florida, out. So
that's all I've heard. I mean, I've heard the other Coast Guard reports, but that's all I've heard this morning is Coast Guard reports, and that's it. So we'll continue to monitor and see how it goes. Anyway, if you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. That tells me I'm presenting something that you might be interested in. Have a good day and be safe over this 4th of July holiday. Bye-bye.